Knowing the feelings that people have about French Canadians. What am I doing? Active menu. Right, okay. So it was definitely good keeping those together. I don't know. I think we'll go with these two again. You know what? We'll go with the beer. Beer seems right to me. Actually, hold on. Let's try it out. That's it? That was all I had to do? Would have gone to Vancouver. It wasn't Vancouver. Or Victoria, which is on Vancouver Island. I did go to Victoria then, yeah. Because I know I didn't go, like, into Vancouver, but I knew, like, I stopped at a island-based area on my way in and out of... Because I took a cruise, so on the cruise, we started in Seattle, and we, like, went up into Alaska. But we mostly only stayed in the Alaskan islands. We never went to Alaska mainland. And then we, like, hit BC on the way back. So I'm pretty sure we hit Victoria, if I remember correctly. Keep in mind that I'm recalling knowledge from 2016, 2015. Yeah, 2016, something like that. So, on the coast, the seafood is the must-try. Yeah, my dad loves seafood. He was very happy. My mother, who does not love seafood, was wondering where she could get a good chicken sandwich. Can I not purchase? Oh, it's 2,500. Bite me. Okay. So, put that there. You definitely hit Victoria then, since it's the island chain that's near Constant Ferry to Seattle. Yeah. That's what I figured. That's what I was pretty sure was going on. But keep in mind, I'm like going on very old memory here. Because I had no control over that trip. I like was barely an adult. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you kidding me? Okay. Sexy everything. With a fancy looking nose. Tiny ears. Okay. Fancy nose. Some fuzz on his face, too. Escaped. Great. I hate you. I genuinely hate you. This is why I have stuff in here for this. It's not like I have... That's fine. Well, there goes my fully perfect day, because I started out literally with a robber. The first one I ever got in the game. Prairies are where I live. Hold on. Tomato sauce, cheese, anchovies, and then everything on the back. Large water with ice. Okay. Cheese, and then the greens and carrots. A large diet ice with flavor blast. Okay, ranch, cheese, mushrooms, tomatoes, mushrooms and greens. So many people getting beers this early in the morning. Okay, cheese, onion, peppers. Just the ranch and the cheese. Medium water with ice. A large cola with no ice. Tomato sauce, cheese, anchovies, and then everything on the back. Tomato sauce, cheese, bacon, mushrooms. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, and sausage. A medium diet with ice and... I tried to hit the flavor blast, but okay. Apparently it wasn't quick enough. With 1, 2, 3, 4. It's all about our livestock as we grass feed our animals. That's got to be Alberta then, I take it, right? If I had to guess based on what I know of the provinces. And most of the mom and pop places to get meat from are local farms. Which is, if I remember right, it's like your guys' Texas. But if I had to guess based on that, 1, 2, 3, with all of the toppings. Yeah, I was right. It is Alberta. Because I thought about moving to Canada at one point in time. Once upon a time. Then I was like, well, if that's their Texas, I don't know. Because I don't like our Texas. No shame on anyone living there right now. It's just not a place that I would want to move to as a person living in Ohio. I'm already, like, in, like, diet Texas. A large grape with ice. Two mint, cherry, whipped cream, and nuts. So I wonder if this happened because I had over $2,000. A jumbo water with ice, beer, a jumbo tea with ice. Well, beer and pizza day is probably good. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sausage. Get another beer. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, bacon, and anchovies. Tomato sauce, cheese, bacon, mushrooms. Okay, tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, bacon. Okay, everything. Yeesh. Okay, tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni. A large grape ice flavor blast. Just the cheese for some reason, because you're crazy. 3 scoops of chocolate. And everything. A small cola with no ice, but a flavor blast. Got it. Okay, there we go. Saw the benches. If you saw the benches, there's tolerance. But for politics, if you're not Edmonton or Calgary, I was trying to go by the blueprint. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's the same thing with Texas. If you're not Dallas or Austin, same exact story. Because I know that it like gets a reputation, but Austin has like a whole queer district, which is really cool. Small cola, ice, flavor black. Because I have a friend that lives in Austin. I know. Still have to upgrade more foods. We're sad to hear about your robbery and theft. $400 at your restaurant. Our efforts were dashed due to your inability to provide a proper sketch. I know how to do it. It's just we were super busy. you need a fish, I can get a fish. I'm not taking this. I'm not getting that. I don't even have pasta. I'm just trying to get enough to do... Oh. Okay, so we're gonna just take a second. Whether or not we're gonna continue remains to be seen. Just because I don't know what's been going on lately. My stomach has not been getting any better, and it didn't help that last night my cats kept me up literally all night. And as a result of that, it means I missed my alarm to take my meds this morning, which probably results in more abdominal pain for me. So, unfortunately, this is probably not going to be a super long stream. Not because I don't want to spend time with you guys, but if I'm in a lot of pain, there's not really... Like, there's not really much that I can do, so I'm going to try to sit here for a second and see. I might have to, like, go for a walk around my neighborhood or something. As I take a whole bunch of pills to try to curb the pain, so this way maybe we could go for a little bit longer. But, yeah. I love this. I'm supposed to schedule an appointment with a few of my doctors to try to figure out what's wrong, but I have to wait till tomorrow to do it based on like times to call and schedule appointments and stuff like that. I was going to do it today, but I had to run around and do all the chores instead. So, whew. Yeah, no, I think me being sick, between me being sick and my stomach not feeling well, my head still being a little dizzy, I just don't think that we can keep going. At least not for super long. I think that's what that would be. Sad thing is, the crazy people, yeah, trying to make us like Florida. I don't even know if Florida wants to be like Florida. Yeah, no. I've actually started wearing a mask again to work, with me being sick, just because, like, especially because I was working a lot around Thanksgiving. So what I really didn't want is I didn't want to get anybody sick so that this way they couldn't go to Thanksgiving with their grandma. Because Rich ended up getting super sick. And because some of the people that were attending Thanksgiving with his family this year are in their 90s, and some of them are already, like, they're getting a foot in the grave as it is. You don't want to be the guy that killed your great uncle, right? So they were like, yeah, just stay home. Which is probably for the better because he was not doing well. But at the same time, like, it sucks to kind of be excluded from family events like that. And as we're going into the holiday season, there's like a greater chance that people are not going to be able to go to holiday events, right? So I was like, well, I don't want to get anyone else sick, so I'm going to wear a mask while I'm working, which I was the only one, but that's fine, because like I said, I'm like battling off a cold. But then also, like, when it comes to like Black Friday, we're going to get more people shopping there than ever. I was like, yeah, you know that there's going to be so many people who are like, yeah, I got diagnosed, or, you know, oh yeah, I tested positive, but like, I really needed to get this PlayStation so I could stay home with it, because like that kept happening. For the Florida comment, is acting like the pandemic is over. Yeah, we're having the same thing, where a lot of people are acting like it's completely over, while it's still very much ongoing. And I kid you not, like, in the height of it, like, I'm not trying to, like, be controversial with it or anything, but in the height of everything... Oh, I can feel it coming back. I'm gonna pop another one of these then. So, yeah, anyway. In the height of everything, I, was, like, March 2020, which, if you're not familiar, March 2020 is when the U.S. Started implementing their lockdown procedures. So, like, I'm talking... And it was, like, mid-March. It was, like, March 15th-ish. So, like, maybe the first week or two of it, it'd be like, oh, yeah, my doctor told me I shouldn't go anywhere for 2 weeks, so I'm here getting a PlayStation 4, so this way I've got something to do. It's like, I kid you not, I actually had one customer say that to me, and I was like, are you... What? And they're, like, saying this, like, while they're snotting and sneezing, and I'm just like... And we're having this, like, massive issue where we couldn't get masks to anybody. And I'm like, I swear to God, if I get this and give it to my grandparents, I'm gonna come find you myself. Because I was not having it. So, yeah. That was where my... What the fuck are you doing? Is that you're waiting for the toilet? Like, what's happening? She took one very harsh look at that litter box and then walked away. Like, you could tell she was debating jumping into it, and then she was like, nah. Okay. I think the pain meds are kind of kicking in. I might have one more in me. I am not 100% sure. Yeah, I'll probably keep pairing the fish with the soup. This I could probably pair with the potato, maybe? No, we're gonna have to see where things go with this. Buzz is only at 20%. Good God, okay. The X premiere is next because of November. Okay, hold on. Small tea with ice. Mr. Federal implemented a full lockdown 3 days before the election. Something he swore he wouldn't do. Of course. Of course he would. Not shocked. Not at all. Okay. Bacon and cheese. Go ahead and take all these out. Mint and nuts. Oh no, my nose is getting cloggy. Oh, God, kill me. The crazy part about this, like, being, like, the kind of sick that I am, is, like, I'm not really having all of the other symptoms of, like, doing the sick. Like, I'm getting surprised by my symptoms, where it's like, yeah, no, I'm, like, completely fine. And then, like, the one day my head was, like, super swimmy. And I was like, oh, that's new. That wasn't like that before. Sausage, cheese. A small cola with no ice. One egg, sausage, and bacon. Take this out. A small diet with ice. A small water with ice. Just the egg. Okay, sausage and cheese. Just the ranch and the cheese. Ranch, cheese, onions, peppers. 1 egg, sausage, bacon. 1 egg, sausage, bacon. Ranch, cheese, onions. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. Just the ranch and the cheese. A medium diet ice flavor blast. Go ahead and take that out. Okay, so ranch, cheese, bacon, onions. a small cola with ice. Egg and sausage. Took till June of this year to get a leadership review. Ooh. I was surprised that people were ticked at him. I mean, I'm not shocked by that. not by the longest shot, but also like, okay, I gotta talk about my roommates, and I don't like usually go on about them on stream, but I'm convinced that the one roommate is a narcissist. Like, full convinced, like no stop. So then like he's like, and the problem is he worships other narcissists too. Like right now he is hardcore worshipping Elon Musk. And now if you're a fan of him, that's fine. Like whatever. I used to actually be. But I didn't like the way that he was handling the Twitter stuff because I feel like there's a lot of very simple fixes to a lot of very big problems that he has. Like the verified thing, right? Because now he's like talking about like, oh, we're going to change the color of the check mark. And it's like, well, why didn't you just, I don't know, get not a market, but a graphic design team together real quick, have them make different symbols or something, and then just like use those different symbols instead of like getting rid of the verified system. So this way we still have a way to know that there's somebody real behind it while also making the money for Twitter the way that you claim that you want to. Right? Not that I'm necessarily on board with it, but if you're gonna do this, like go about doing it intelligently, right? Oops. Just the sausage. There goes my whole giant thing. Thanks, Elon. This is your fault. Yeah. Ranch, cheese, bacon, onions. Oh, God. Just the egg. I can tell that Rich is making soup. Egg, sausage, bacon, cheese. Okay, egg and the bacon. Egg, sausage, cheese. One egg, sausage, bacon. Mushrooms and greens. And small cola with ice. But, like, even then, like, my roommate tried to fight me on it and was, like, shocked that I was, like, upset with that. And I was like, look, I'm a person who, like, lives in the technology space. This is something I know inside out and backwards. And I understand enough about your own marketing and graphic design to know that this was a dumb idea from the start. So we got this new woman, use the term loosely, fair. Take corruption off for the psycho stuff you want to do. Fair. Just the greens. But yeah, so like, it's weird, right? But like, also I want to point out that the narcissism that's going on for my roommate permeates all the way through into his relationship. And like, guys, let me tell you, I have the tea on like their whole it needs help. It's not a healthy dynamic, and no matter what I try to do to convince them, it's not. Like, it falls on deaf ears because of the like level of unhealthy dynamic that it is. Stars in the sky. Have you noticed that there are figures in the sky, outlines of ancient men and women that may be spirits? I don't know, man. Seems too crazy not to be true. Thanks, Dan. I love your food. Please don't stop making it. My tummy would be empty without you. $150 add to your account. Well, that makes me feel better, and also simultaneously how I slightly feel about Panera sometimes. Say what you will about their food, but boy, do I love, like, their hummus sandwiches is great. Not thanks. Thanks, Lion King. Yeah. But hey, I mean... So yeah, yeah, not a healthy relationship dynamic between those two roommates. Like to like fully exemplify the issue that I have with their relationship. And it's not because I like want to see them suffer or anything, is why I want to see them break up or anything. Or because it would convenience me somehow, but like I feel like if it genuinely came down to it with my roommates, that if her need in like decently inconvenienced him in any way, shape, or form, he would pick his convenience over her need any day of the week. Say you're a post-90s kid without saying you're a post-90s kid. Well, I mean, I was born the year Lion King came out, so we'll phrase it that way. And by the way, the guy of the really not great relationship was born the year before me, so he knows better. And she's like 24. But the thing is, like, she came from a household that abused her in like literally every sense of the word abuse. Like literally. And she's had ex-boyfriends that abused her in literally every sense of the word abuse. So she thinks that like he's a catch because he doesn't beat her. But straight up, the man has told me in the past that he like will purposely starve her of affection so that she does whatever he wants. And yeah, tell me that's healthy. Like, please. All right, I'm buying the wine. I will only have 2 more things I still have left to buy on this, and then I still have some specialty foods to buy, but oh, oddly enough, I can empathize with your situation. Only the girl I'm trying to help as a kid with him. Oh god. Yeah. See, thankfully with these two, they're like the wait till marriage type. Like I mentioned, he's a narcissist. He's a homeschooled narcissist that is super into his religion, and he believes that he like is the most researcher, best, whatever. Because that always like permeated throughout his childhood with like being homeschooled, right? Like, oh, my mom knew better than the school systems, so she pulled me out of the school system to actually fully educate me, even though he was relying on outdated information that was outdated when he was getting it. Which explains why he's probably racist. Actually, there's no probably about it. I've heard the stuff come out of his mouth. He's definitely racist. And I've called him out on it and like challenged his perspective on it, and you can like see like the gears trying to grind to start, but it's not going. So like he went so far down the Christianity rabbit hole that he decided to become Jewish. Like it like gets progressively crazier the more that this goes on. And so like thankfully they don't have a kid, but they've been like talking about marriage and stuff like that. So what their ultimate goal is, he wants to continue to be like a kid's little league ref, which doesn't pay well. He looked into briefly being a college like sport referee in all departments, but they said that he was like he said that they were too mean to him, so they stopped. But his ultimate goal is that he wants to like do it for the NFL, and it's like if you can't handle the pressure that comes with collegiate sports, you're screwed, honey. I'm professional, but whatever. And they want that to be their only income, and she will be a stay-at-home mommy to their somewhere between 5 and 8 children. Because he keeps talking about how super important it is that the human species continue to reproduce because it's good for the economy or something. And like, my brain malfunctions every time that I talk to him. He at one point in time tried to convince me that women needed to be in arranged marriages because, quote, women always find the wrong men to date. And I genuinely believe this man would be an incel if he wasn't dating her. Because in his mind, he's set because he's got a girlfriend. But if she ever, like, got two brain cells and rubbed them together really hard, she'd break up with him. He uses the kid to browbeat her. Oh, God, no. The child was in diapers. Kept the daughter from my friend. Ugh. Yeah, nope. Big no. She needs to get out of that. Nope. But the problem is with people in abusive situations like that in a lot of cases, and I'm not necessarily saying it with your friend, but I'm saying in the case of like my roommate, they don't, it happens at such a gradual transition that they don't see themselves as being abused. They're like, oh, well, it was my fault because I did this one thing. Oh, and he has and frequently cheats on her? Yeah. So, like, oh, it's my fault that he cheated on me because I didn't give him sex that one time he demanded it from me, even though I was, like, throwing up blood or something. Like, I kid you not, I love to hang out, like, in the Reddit spaces for relationship advice and best Redditor updates, because you get the full picture with that one. And, like, boy, oh boy, them stories. But anytime that you see the relationship advice, it's like, dude, he talks about how glad he is to, like, beat you. Are you sure you don't want to leave? And she's like, wait, you can do that? It's like, yes, honey, please leave. Please get out of this. Okay, hold on. Oh, I have more things this way. Yeah, we'll go with those two. Except, I want to put that one in there and this one over here. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if this is going to go well or not. Wait for it. Banana Foster. Dude, I love me some good Banana Foster on, like, anything. Okay, 1 chocolate, 2 mint, chocolate chip, and then everything. You got it. How is your soup? Okay. Yeah, you should definitely make sure that you get it like Puffs plus lotion or whatever, because that's what'll help your. Um, in which case, I would recommend like a crayon something or just plain orange juice. Like they have like I believe a fruit punch mix of like cranberry juice. Cranberry juice is super high in both antioxidants as well as vitamin C, so that might be a good idea. I would go to Meyer though, because they have cheaper stuff than CVS. Well, in that case, make sure you get like the big amount of them. Well, if you got like that, like those shape ones, but like if you got like the the 6 one, like the ones you used to have to shop at Target and put them on like the bottom shelf because they were so big. What? Yeah, that's the puffs. That's the plus lotion. That's the lotion part. There's lotion in those to prevent them from ripping your nose apart. Sorry, we are strategizing for Rich's illness because unfortunately the soup that I make in game is not going to help him. You can also get those oyster crackers. No, in this game I can. Okay, anyway. Edgar. They can hear you. Oh. Oh, by the way, I didn't see this when we were at the store, but there was a suggestion that there is a version of NyQuil that comes with honey built into it. Yeah, I'm just saying, if you see it. Tea? We have plenty of tea. What tea are you looking to get? We have throat coat tea, which will probably help with your throat, though we are running low on it. We have jasmine tea, which is a nice green tea. We have ginseng tea. We have chamomile, which will help you sleep. Well, if you're going to get tea while you're out, get me another container of that throat coat tea. If I'm going to get sick after you and sound like you, I'm going to need throat coat. Ah! Whoa, 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 whoa. No copyright noises in here. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my stream with my people. If that's all right with you, King of the Death. You say chamomile? Yeah. I know that other people probably say chamomile differently, but I chamomile. That's just how I've always said it. Not chamomile. No, I call it chamomile. I don't know why I call it that either. I think it's because that's also what they used to call it in the English department when we would get tea. But when she does see her value and is set to leave in the next few days, good. Her mother gave her the worst possible advice. Oh God. A few weeks ago, he got her fired from the job they worked at together. The advice was to stay till Christmas for the daughter. Never, ever, 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 ever stay for the child. Never. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go off on this for a second before I get back into the game. And I know that I'm probably preaching to the choir on this. I don't care if you clip it. New Yorkers say mile. That might be why. That might be why. But yeah, so I don't care if you clip this or what, but never stay for the kid. All that's gonna ever do is make the kid resent you to some degree when they're older. Because think about this, right? Let's say that you're 5 years old. Your parents are like sitting there debating on divorce, and your parents decide to stay together for you, and then you grow up in this like really unhappy household. By 15, your parents are still constantly fighting. You go hang out at a friend's house because for once, like, you don't have to hear the fighting if you go over there, like all this kind of stuff. This has been going on for years. You've never known a household that hasn't had fighting. Or even worse, like, you see your one parent physically abuse the other one, like, or even just like psychologically or emotionally abuse them. And then, like, what do you think as a kid? No, bad. What do you think as a kid? Like, you think that it's your fault. You think that it's your fault because either A, you're not stepping up and shutting down the abuser, or B, it's your fault that these two people who are very unhappy are still together. And then you blame yourself, and then the kid needs like copious amounts of therapy. This is exactly what I told her. It would also make her, my friend, resent that she even had the kid. Yes. That's the other part of it. You definitely need therapy. Well, do you want to go to couples counseling? You need therapy because of me? That's probably fair. Oh yeah, do you want to tell the people how you sound? Do you want to let the people? No, you can just borrow my mic for a second if you want. No, come here. Come here. No, come show them how you sound. Yeah. Not super well. No. Get over here. You don't even have to be on screen. I'll just give you the mic. No, get over. You gotta get to the front of the mic. You're not in frame. Just do it, please. Here. Y'all, did you hear any of his death? Anyway, but yeah, like it just always will cause resentment. It'll cause the parent to resent the kid because they're in this unhappy situation where they're being abused, and then the kid also will resent themselves. especially when you have like young adults who are dealing with some of the highest rates of depression right now than ever. Like, yeah, she'll be like, yeah, it's my fault that daddy's abusing mommy because it's my fault that I exist, kind of thing. Like, just not. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into the game, but yeah, never stay together for the kids. It will just cause more damage to the kids. Okay, Bananas Fosters. Oh, we have an Edgar. Hello, Edgar. Hello, Edgar. Hold on. Hello, Edgar. Do you wanna say hello? I know you were in here earlier. Okay, I'll let you go. I'm sorry. That was her own fault. That one was her own fault. Anyway, give her pets for the faceplant that she probably just did in the background there. Poor fluffy baby. She's adorable. We love her. She is so dumb, though. Anyway. Okay, just the ranch and the cheese. Oh, we have a person today? Oh, God, I wish I knew. When did you get it? Oh, God, no. And sprinkles? I'm aware. You'd think I grew up in a toxic environment with the overbearing. Hold on. Jimbo Cola with ice. Oh, no. Okay. Give me like a minute to do this. Ranch, cheese, bacon. We gotta make sure that we space those out better. Okay. Cheese, sour cream, bacon and butter. Cheese, sour cream, butter, and bacon. Cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon. Boop boop. Go ahead and just get this off. Give it a second. Sour cream, bacon and onions. Oh, come on. I thought I was hitting that to set it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have picked this. 2 butter pecans, and then everything. Cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon, onion, spices. Nothing on it. Sour cream and onions. Cheese, sour cream, butter, and bacon. A jumbo diet with ice and the flavor blast. A jumbo cola with ice and flavor blast. A small tea with ice and flavor blast. Preset this. Medium grape with ice and flavor blast. Ugh. Why? Why? Okay, a jumbo cola with no ice. Okay, I grew up with that toxic environment and the overbearing nature of my mother to cope with those failures to sabotage my own relationship. Oh, man. 2, 3, 4. That's always the worst. A large grape with ice. Yeah, like, I love reading about that stuff, though, on Reddit. Like, I don't do stuff like 90 Day Fiancé or any of that stuff, but, like, I will read those Reddit threads all day. That is, like, my super guilty pleasure. 100%. No doubt about it. 2 mint and then a cherry. I forgot that I had, like, the Vicks on my throat. So I just, like, went to grab my throat, and then I was like, oh, wait. Okay. Sour cream and onions. Cheese, onions, and peppers. Get this set. Okay, just the butter. Get you set. A small tea, ice, and flavor blast. Cheese and sour cream. Okay, everything. Go ahead and take all this out. Just the ranch and the cheese. Sour cream and onion. Ranch, cheese, bacon, onions. Get it set. Can I not set that? Oh god, cheese, butter, chives, bacon, onions, olives, spices. Okay, small cola ice flavor blast. Go ahead and get that off. Cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon. Okay, cheese, sour cream, butter, spices. Cheese, sour cream, butter, chives, bacon, onions. Cheese, sour cream, butter, bacon, onions, spices. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. A jumbo tea with ice and a flavor blast. Go ahead and take this out. Oh, I didn't let it cook. Oh well. Wait for... Okay. Sour cream, chives, onions. Cool. As long as I didn't, like, make that screw up while she was there. A small diet with ice. Sour cream, onions, flush the toilet, and then we're done for the day. The fact that I have a thing for the friend, this one that I've mentioned in the past, I wasn't confident enough to make my move fool around some years ago. Also has no bearing on my advice. Fair. Yeah, like, that's the thing. My advice in that case doesn't exactly come from experience fully. Although, hold on, I gotta fix my chair and I'm gonna keep talking while I do it. So, can we, hello? There we go. My great-grandmother, or not my great-grandmother, my step-grandmother, gave me some blankets that she got recently, because she knows that Rich and I are engaged, so she got us, like, these, and they're supposed to be, like, little lap blankets for, like, when you're on a rocking chair, but, like, we don't have anything else to really do that with. And I feel like it's not long enough for, like, if I actually wanted to, like, put it on my lap, like, I don't think it goes around enough. But they are perfect for, like, being seat covers, and they're super comfy. Anyway. Yeah, no, I had a friend, like, growing up whose parents definitely stayed together, like, for them. And, oh boy, did it cause so many issues when they did finally split on the kid, because, like, the kid just was like, oh no, this is just how, like, parents are. And I was like, oh, no, it's not, but whatever. So when the parents finally split when the kid turned 18, like, my friend was, like, in a huge detriment. Like, she immediately took the mom's side, even though it was just two people who should not have been married for as long as they were. And, like, the mom already had a new boyfriend within a week. Like, I felt so bad for the dad in that whole situation, but, like, the dad was, like, permanently physically disabled and all, so many problems. Anyway. True's food reviews. Frozo Cola. Today is one hot one. So what better way to cool off than a large Frozo Cola, $2.09 at the Save N Mart. Oh no, I was thinking of the Quickie Mart. Okay. This frozen beverage was fantastic. Though some days the frozen machine is so heavily, I think, used that it's hard to get the right frozen mix to pour in my cup. It's a crapshoot as to whether it's a good day or a bad one. Question mark out of 10? I told her the dangers of staying for the daughter, and I offered to help her move on Wednesday. Hey! I'm hoping she chooses to be selfish for once, despite what he told her mother. Or what her mother told her. There we go. Yeah, no. I wouldn't even say that that's selfish, right? Because, on the one hand, while it seems like it's a selfish decision to want to take care of yourself, there is more altruistic motives to it. And that is the dangers of showing your daughter what an unhealthy relationship looks like. Because the thing is, whether kids want to admit it or not, the relationship that their parents have with each other is a big determiner as to what kind of relationship that they expect love actually means. For example, my roommate, she was in a household of abusive narcissists, so thereby she thinks that one person entirely doting on another person like that is a sign of love, when it's also a sign, like in this case, it's a sign of just like the narcissist demanding to get their way and having a mental breakdown if they don't get their way. In the case of my family, like, my parents did fight a lot because they had a hard time like getting a good dynamic going. Make no mistake, and they had kids way too young. Especially from a woman who didn't even want children. Like, full stop, she did not want kids. So, love my mom, but my mom will be... In fact, my mom often tells people, she's like, I don't like children. My children will be the first people to tell you out there that I do not like children. And my brother and I are like, yeah, no, she hates children. I don't know why you're bringing this up. But yeah, so in my case, though, a lot of the relationship dynamic was like my dad getting my mom to laugh by like doing goofy, stupid, silly things. So, like, in my relationship, I'm the one doing the goofy, stupid, silly things just to get Rich to laugh. But boy, is it worth it when it pays off, you know? So, like, to me, being in a loving relationship is, like, when, like, first off, when you both can communicate well, when you can balance your responsibilities together well, and also, like, when you can get each other to laugh. And sometimes that laughing thing isn't a requirement in everybody's relationship. It's a good one for most people, but, like, it's not a must-have, right? So, not to mention a lot of, like, especially if you stay, like, for the daughter through her teenage years, because the experiences, they've proven this statistically time and time again, the experiences that you have as a teenager are more than likely going to determine what kind of person you are as an adult. And, like, a lot of mine were primarily fixated on, like on a lot of LGBT things, too. So, like, as an adult, I'm, like, really passionate about the LGBT community and LGBT rights. So, like, that's a whole other added aspect of it. There's also an aspect of the damaged child feeling they deserve, yes, the kind of relationship that their parents had. Because, and also, if you, like, tack on the whole, like, it's my fault that my parents stay together thing, that, like, I deserve a bad relationship like my parents because I shouldn't be around because all I've ever brought into this world is pain and suffering and misery. So I should not ever deserve a healthy, good, or loving relationship. Like, you get that added in on top of it. And keep in mind, I'm not, like, a professional therapist in any way, shape, or form, but, like, I have a minor in psychology. I might as well use it for something. But yeah, like, staying for the kid just causes, like, problems upon problems upon problems that the child is going to need, like, complex, massive, like, huge therapy when they're an adult to handle. And, like, I don't think that you can handle the copay, even if you're in a place where you have health insurance like Canada. Anyway, free to play coming next week. If you're in the San Aruba area, visit the local amphitheater for a free play based on the winter solstice. It's quite a magical experience, and I recommend it. Hey! Man, I wish we could take Sarah to it. At least we passed the inspection. Buzz went up by 10% today. And it's gonna rain. Well, I can't afford any more food upgrades, I don't think. What would make that? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that would be a little much.